Alright fellas, we're talking about equipping the Partisan in the layers, tiers, orders, lines, whatever you call them in your neck of the woods, okay? That's what we're talking about right now. I think it was video 6, we talked about just the earth tone stuff for your everyday wear, right? And this type of stuff here, this is all mission specific stuff, right? We get into the area where we're going to be going on patrol and so on. We get into our mission specific camouflage to keep us safer, because the less anybody sees you, the better, right? Alright, so I left off in the last video. I was talking about the blouse and trousers, and I was giving you some specific examples of tiger stripe. Now I cut these legs off just below the knees because the knees had wore out from crawling around, and I've made them into shorts, and I kept these bottom bits here because you can always make arm gauntlets out of these. See, you want to be a scavenger. You want to scavenge things because you could use them later, right? So I'm wearing this particular type of tiger stripe right now. It's a bit lighter, okay? One thing I never do, you could think that this is gross or whatever, but I never wash my camouflage with any detergent or anything like that. Every now and then, take them and rinse them in water and let them dry. Get the sweat out, okay? Get the stink out. Down in the jungle, you got, the idea about taking a bath is finding some nice clear water and getting down in there, and then taking your trousers down and moving the water all in there, and then putting them back on, and then walk away. That's rinsing all the stink out of there. Same goes for your top. Thing is when you're out, and if you're out for days or weeks, then you have to look at, your daily set. You have stuff for when you're sweating during the day and you're wet during the day, if it's raining or whatever. And then you always have a dry set for night. So you got wets and dries. Dries for night, you get out all that wet crap, hang it up, let it dry out somewhat. Give yourself a little bath with a towelette, alright? Clean your armpits, clean your crotch, all that sort of thing. And then put that into a bag. A smell-proof bag, like a lock sack. Those little towelettes, put them in there so they don't smell and nobody could smell you, right? So, got a few boonie hats, as they call them now. We call these bush hats. Now, I've got of course this is all my spring summer stuff. I've got autumn winter tiger stripes in the brown, right? So this one's pretty nice looking. I got that one there. I got that one a number of years ago. I never used it. I just pick up things here and there, over the years. This one's very old. This one I used a great deal, and it still has a couple of bits of paracord on it. So what I had done is I attached, there's a loop of paracord there it just makes it a little bit more flexible, right, with the attachment. So I had created like a hood of 3D camouflage, like a ghillie hood, and I attached it here on this bush hat, and so it would right there, and then I think I might have tied it off in the front or something, and then basically I just have it back here and then when I wanted to, I just pull it up and put it on, right? And then I had then I had a bit of 3D camouflage, and I throw it over my patrol pack, right? Arms clear, no 3D on the arms. You get too much of that stuff on, and then you start looking unnatural. You want sparse to medium on your 3D stuff. Alright, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the second line, okay? The Brits call that the fighting order. Second line, second tier, etc. Right? So, I've been working on this spring-summer kit, and I put something on here that I'm going to take it off, but I put it on here just to have it on here for the video, and that's this compass pouch up here. Alright, so basically what I have here is I have a very old H harness. This H harness is about 65 years old. And this is the old, I think it's 1956. I think it's a 1956 H harness. And it is the canvas, right? So you don't want to paint canvas because canvas will rot if you paint it. Nylon, on the other hand, does not. Okay, you can paint nylon. Now, I've got a butt pack on here. You can't buy this no more. It's a Spec Ops brand Soldiers Optimized butt pack. Now, these are pretty darn good. If you can get yourself one, it's good to have. And then I have 2 1-quart canteens here, right? So, and then I've got my knife, and then I've got 2 power bar pouches. I love calling these power bar pouches because I know it probably irritates somebody. Alright, so I've been waiting on this pouch, this blowout pouch. I had been waiting on it. I don't really like the way that they set it up, and I'm disappointed in Eagle Industries because I really have loved Eagle Industries stuff, but they changed the way that it attaches from their previous pouches, IFAC, blowout pouch, whatever you like to call it, and it just doesn't feel as heavy duty. They changed the way it goes on in the back, and it seems just not as durable. It's 500 denier, but it seems a bit thin. And of course, I mean, it's multi-scam. You know, I mean, I'm gonna have to dye that because it's too light. I'm gonna have to dye it. I gotta be careful though. I don't want to dye it too dark. Anyway, let me get this gear on. Alright, so when we talk about belt kit, right, webbing, so on, when we talk about all of that, right, let me take this out of here, we've got different countries out there in this audience. So I'm going to try to talk a little bit to each. Not much, but just kind of a little bit to each. Now, when I put on my belt kit, that automatically kind of tightens up this waist. And if I put stuff inside of my blouse, I don't have to really worry about it too much, getting too low or whatever, because it'll just sit up in there. Plus it's on a lanyard, so I'm never going to lose it. Now, talked about this kit. Alright, so let's look at it. So the knife is generally going to be on a leg strap. And that leg strap will hold that sheath in place. So if I need to draw that knife quickly to take care of business because it turned into a close quarters battle, right? It'll hold that there while I get it out one-handed and go to town, right? Get doing what I need to do. And so got my pouches here. I have not tied back these wings yet, but I'm going to do that. So these wings will be tied back on these pouches. So these are just your typical pouch that they used, you know, long time ago. This right here has got my Swiss Army knife in it. So I've always carried a Swiss Army knife. I love carrying a Swiss Army knife. I've carried one all over the world and been so useful. And I know that multi-tools are very popular now, but they didn't always exist. I did have I've had a couple 3 multi-tools. I had a Leatherman mutt, which somebody I guess thought that they needed it more than me, and that went missing. And that was an expensive purchase too. So, well, I don't know. I don't even know if we can get those no more. But had a Leatherman mutt, and I had an SOG tool. The SOG pliers broke at a very inopportune moment. So anyway, so this is considered your second line, right? So the things that you have here is you have your ammunition pouches, right? So this has got 6 pouches, 6 power bars in your pouches, right? That's gonna feed your tool. Plus you'll have one tool, 1 power bar with your tool, right? That's a standard load. Plus you're going to have your patrol pack. Alright? So you got your patrol pack. So that goes along in your second line. Okay, your fighting order, right? That's what they call it over in UK, fighting order. So you're going to have your patrol pack. You're going to have your belt kit or your webbing, okay, load bearing equipment, right? Of course you'll have your tool, right? You'll have extra power bars in here. More than likely you'll be wanting to carry more power bar refills and more power bars than food, right? Because that just makes sense. You don't want to get into a sticky situation and run out of stuff, right? So I'll just give you a little walk, turn around here, just let you check it all out there. Alright, so run out of time again. We're gonna come back in more videos. I mean, these videos are gonna go on a while, guys. So you got a couple more weeks worth of videos, right? We're gonna break them down a little bit more. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that kind of bothers me. That's all right though. Get it sorted. See you in the next one.